What's up? What's up? Um, what's up? It's the Shi-Fi podcast, episode I think 99. Um, that's me at 100. It's kind of crazy. I'm just making sure because I always forget. Um, yeah, this is the 99th episode of the Shi-Fi podcast. The next one will be 100. That is kind of crazy. Um, I'm not gonna do anything like super special. I mean, it's just a podcast. It's not that crucial. I'm not. If I was signed, sure. But yeah, Sci-Fi Podcast, episode 99. Um, Shout out to everybody listening, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. A lot has happened in my city in the sports world. Um, Basically, the Mavs have definitely renovated their house, um, for sure. And at first, I hated it. I hated it for sure. The if you haven't heard, the Dallas Mavericks have signed Jason Kidd to a head coach position, and I think his name is Nico something as a GM to kind of be with Michael Finley in a way. Apparently, this Nico guy, or like our director of operations, apparently this Nico guy was like in with Nike. So that was interesting. I didn't think that was I didn't think Nike people knew the analytics or like the actual personnel of NBA stuff. So that was kind of it was kind of sexy, Again, like a Nike person, So I I only didn't like it at first because I was sold that Mosely, our assistant coach, was going to be the head coach. And I was very sold. I didn't even think Jason Kidd was a possibility. Literally the morning he got hired, the morning of the day he got hired, I didn't think Jason Kidd was going to be the coach. For sure. I didn't even think about him. And with Mosely knowing Luka very well and having like a really good bond, I was like, okay, this is perfect. Get Mosely, get someone that Luka likes, because obviously there's some weird Luka versus front office situations happening. That's very obvious right now. So I was like, all right, let's get the head coach a Luka guy and like let them just decide or fight over and like non-Luka things. But just having a Luka supporter in the front office would have been very nice. Because I don't even think Luka knows Jason Kidd. I don't think he has ever talked to this man. And Luka Doncic is the next superstar of the next generation. So it's like we got to handle this kind of perfect. It reminds me a lot about all these athletes, Giannis in Milwaukee, LeBron in Cleveland, Kobe in LA, Shaq in Orlando, where the first 5 to 6 years really dictate. They get picked by a team that isn't like crazy, so it's like, okay, we need to figure out something so the superstar doesn't leave for a bigger market and bigger just endorsements and whatnot. So I think we have definitely forward that process a huge bit, because it's like, wow, we got really panicking over the possibility of Luka leaving. Now I don't even think like that was a thing with like LeBron and Giannis and Kobe, or LeBron, Giannis, and like Shaq until like their fifth, sixth, seventh year. I can't believe it's about to be Luka's fourth year already. But yeah, it's going to be interesting with Dirk as like what our personal advisor, something advisory. They're just making up positions, honestly, at this point. Well, I know they're real positions, but sometimes it feels like they're made up. What else? Yeah, Michael Finley being like a GM help. What else? And then okay, I saw something where Jason Kidd's gonna like want Jason Terry and JJ Barea to be on the coaching staff. What is going? This is a 2011 championship reunion. This is all it is. That's all it is. And I don't like that, honestly, in a weird way. It's cute. It's cute, but it's like, okay, you're saying if we didn't win in 2011, we would have had uh, like, would we have the same situation? It's just like that 2011 title was just so magical that I don't know. People they just want to relive it. I saw a funny tweet. It was like, since the Mavs didn't really bring back many of the players from that championship team that next year in 2012, it's like, okay, now we're bringing them back in 2022. That was our plan in the whole process. I thought that was kind of funny tweet, because that's basically what we're doing. That's basically what we're doing. So I'm very conflicted with all of this. I don't have really any strong opinions. Well, let's make a strong opinion right now. I'm going to get over the fact that Mosely didn't get picked, and I'm gonna like this kid pickup. I'm gonna like it because it's different than what we have been doing the last 20 years. Because like it's felt like with the Nelsons, like the Donnie Nelsons, the Rick Carlisles, the Dale, not Dale, Don Nelson, what else? It's felt like it's just very been traditional, just very traditional. And that's why I actually liked Avery Johnson as our coach during that one time period of 4 to 5 years, because it was new, it was brand new. It's like a new face. It was just new everything. And it felt like with Rick Carlisle, with Don Nelson, it was just kind of like the same old, especially with Don Nelson, and then like Don Nelson's son being our GM for so long, and we fired him as well during this whole situation. It's felt like a good cleansing, because the Mavs have not had great success when it comes to free agents. We are horrible. We are flat out horrible, because I don't ever expect players to sign here. Yet we're a top 10 market. We're a top 10 market. We should be getting free agents, at least a big free agent, at least once a decade, especially with our superstars, with Dirk, with Luka. But I will say with Dirk, it was hard for him to team up with somebody, because I don't think he was really liked much in his career. But I think Luka is getting a lot of respect through the league right now. So that's one thing I will say about that situation. So I'm going to like it. It's very, just the fact that it's so different is what I like about it. Jason Kidd had some success in Milwaukee. Yes, when they fired him, they went on another stint, but it just feels like sometimes a coaching change elevates your team a lot, because I don't know, it's always nice to just get a refresher. It's always nice to get someone new around. And that's always been the case in just life in general. So I like it. So I'm just bummed about Mosely. Mosely is going to be a solid coach somewhere, but I do recognize that people really love Jason Kidd. I mean, he's a top 10 point guard of all time. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't. And this little Nike, Nico, GM, director of operations, I don't know what his title is, but just having him around, I don't know. I just feel like the Nike clout is going to be kind of fun for some of these, these players, because you got to recognize these people are in their 20s. They don't care about the whole I've always hated when the Mavs are in the free agent hunt. People don't like them because they don't have state tax. What normal 24-year-old is thinking about state tax? Not many. So we'll see, man, because we need free agents with Luka. We need free agents. What's happening in Atlanta right now with, the signing of those free agents, very well. I think Bogdanovich was a free agent, and Danilo Gallinari was also a free agent. Drafting well, just teams like that are perfect. Teams like that are winning nowadays. They've always won. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. I think the Mavs are gonna take a big step next year, and I said that last year too. But I don't know. It's especially with the Lakers kind of declining here a little bit. I think that's a big thing. Who knows what Damian Lillard is doing? The NBA is such a mess sometimes. I don't know. What else? Yeah, that's all my Mavs talk. I will say something else about Mavs. This past week with Trae Young's success in Atlanta and just having First Take and Undisputed, all these sports shows talking about Trae Young, and then just out of nowhere, just like, oh, is he better than Luka Doncic? Like, it's like, wait. First of all, why? I get the comparison. It's a very polarizing trade. But at the same time, I love it. I love it because we're missing that in this next generation. We're missing the LeBron polarizing, MJ polarizing, Kobe polarizing. You know, Giannis is polarizing, but just with like Luka and Trae now, they are on a different level than like a Giannis or a Kevin Durant, just that type of thing. And it's more personal, it feels like, because they traded for each other. How perfect can you be when it comes to a rivalry? Imagine if Bird and Magic were traded for each other, for Boston and LA. And just seeing how sports shows were just constantly talking about it this past week, I actually really enjoyed it. And so just seeing the NBA polarization, because, you know, I love drama. I love chaos. NBA thrives off unnecessary chaos. And just seeing just chaotic arguments of Luka and Trae is amazing. You know, a lot of people are going to be siding with Trae Young a little bit because of his playoff success, which is not correct. It's not a real thing. Trae is not better than Luka. I would say this reminds me of, I know I'm old, LeBron and Dwayne Wade. When Dwayne Wade won the NBA Finals in his third year, that didn't automatically mean he was better than LeBron. That did not automatically mean he was better than him. And, you know, the NBA kind of, like, we all knew it, but I mean, you always have those dummies sometimes. But, man, this dog is it's just so busy. If you're watching on YouTube, this dog's just bouncing on me. But I'm just messing with me. Whatever. What am I trying to say? All right. Yeah. So the Luka Dwayne Wade thing kind of reminded me of, or the Luka Trae thing reminded me of the LeBron Dwayne Wade situation. And with just Trae Young's early playoff success, is just reminding me of Dwayne Wade's early playoff success. Dwayne Wade had Shaq. Okay, had almost kind of prime Shaq. LeBron had Mo Williams. So yeah. What else? Again, there's been more Scottie Pippen stuff. What is with Scottie Pippen and just randomly talking every 4 months and just saying bold takes? I don't know. But this time, I actually kind of agree with especially two of his takes. Two of his opinions, or his two of his opinions, I was like, I agree with this. But it's Scottie Pippen, and, you know, he jokes and all that. When he was talking about Giannis, no, maybe it's just one opinion. Maybe it is one opinion. I don't know what he said about Kevin Durant. But I think the Kevin Durant thing was kind of stupid. But the Giannis Ben Simmons thing, I was literally had the same opinion about this thing with the whole, with Ben Simmons. Literally said this last episode or a couple episodes ago. Ben Simmons is afraid to fail. Giannis, he's gonna fail and might be successful once every 10 times. But at least with Giannis, he's gonna try. With Ben Simmons, it just felt so like, come on. Can you try? Can you at least miss a dunk? Like, don't be scared to miss a dunk. Don't be scared to just make mistakes. And Ben Simmons is at that point. And that's really a mental thing. I get on Giannis so much a lot about the way he plays, but at the end of the day, at least he tries. I can live with that. I can live with failing. I can live that you tried, you made maybe dumb mistakes, but at least you tried. With Ben, it's like, didn't even try. So that's what Scottie said. I agreed. I was like, I definitely get it. But I think Scottie has a new book coming out. And I think, if I'm being this straight, I think he's kind of mad about the whole Last Dance documentary with Michael Jordan. And how, like, of course it's going to praise Michael Jordan, of course. But at the same time, it kind of like, maybe, like, where is the Scottie Pippen attention? Where, like, it was there, here and there, but it's like, Scottie was that dude. Scottie was that dude. I mean, so I get the resentment. I feel like he's so jealous. I would understand. I understand. Because, okay, it's deserved. Yes, Michael Jordan is one of the best all-time players of all time. Number one, number two, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you look at the stats of those Bulls teams, and you have, let's see. Wait, look at this. Wait, hey, this dog. One second. One second. Let me get this dog. Yep. All right. That's live TV. If you're watching on YouTube, whatever. This dog pulled his blankets out of his cage. All of them. I think he's just trying to get my attention. But was it? Okay, I'm gonna close this cage. Okay. Whatever. Wow, this is live. You don't get this live podcast audio anywhere else. What was I saying? Lost my thought. What was I talking about? Something with Scottie. Okay, I get the resentment of Scottie Pippen because it's crazy seeing those Bulls stats. Like, yeah, stats don't tell everything, but they tell a little bit. Michael Jordan only led one stat category. All the other stat categories were led by Scottie Pippen. Rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, everything. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy when you think about that, because that's a huge part of the game too. All that, it's a huge part of the game. Yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, I let Scottie go off, but he does flip-flop so much about the whole LeBron MJ comparison, because I really think he is jealous. I really do. There's got to be. And yeah, so what else? I had this noted. It's nothing crucial, but what is up with the whole Miami apartment, condo, hotel sinking thing? I have not seen any of it, but yet people are missing, people are dead, and I haven't seen a lick of it on like social media. And I'm not that, I hate to be that guy right now, But like you know, when there's big events, you hear about it on Twitter. Like everybody's talking about it. You got all those people on Instagram, like, oh, watch what's happening in Dominican Republic or something, you know, stupid like that. Or not stupid, but they're basically. I would be hearing about it by now, but I actually had to like read articles and like, oh wow, people are like 150 people are missing. Why is that not like the top news story of like every news special right now? That's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. So I just kind of was like, okay, it feels sketchy. Something feels sketchy about that situation. And I know it's real life, people died, but something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't. I don't know. There'll definitely be stories leaking in the next week or so. Um, yeah. Also, Tyler the Creator album came out. Tyler the Creator album came out today. I haven't listened to all of it, but I've listened to I think the good first half of it. It is exactly what I predicted. I could not have been more spot on about this prediction. I said this was going to be a rappy rap album, and look what happened. It is a rappy rap album, but it's not like, you know, gangster rap or whatever, stuff like that. But it's really, really interesting. It's really cool. So I'm I'm definitely going to be listening to the next half of it. I like the theme, I like the aesthetic. I like how Tyler the Creator is kind of evolving into this childish Gambino, Donald Glover feel to him, where he's like kind of bragging about everything, and I love it. I loved it. I think yeah, no, that's some um, that's what I would do. Just have your hand in everything. Have your hand in every category. Ugh, cappuccino. It's nasty. But yeah, DJ Drama's on it. Basically the whole thing. It feels like a weird 2008 mixtape from like back in the day of listening on like Dat Piff, Lil Wayne mixtapes, Drake mixtapes, Meek Mill mixtapes back in the day. I'm like, is DJ Drama really? Am I hearing a DJ Drama shout out on a like mainstream, not really a rapper album? Like I was very very thrown off. Um, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I'm liking it. Like I said, I kind of got this like traveling feel. That movie, I think it's called the Grand Budapest, where like I don't know, he has some of the videos that are music videos that are like on the train, where he's traveling somewhere. Or I mean, the album's called "Call Me If You Can." Wait, is that really? I've been really butchering the album on like the last few episodes. I think the last episode I said "Catch Me or Call Me If You Can," or I'm looking up this album now. But "Call Me If You Get Lost." That's what I think I keep saying "Call Me If You Can." No, it's called "Call Me If You Get Lost." I like that. I really do. And I loved his whole what do you call it? Aliases, especially like with Igor last album. I think his new alias is basically straight up just Sir Baudelaire, and he has the whole like Russian hat toboggan thing. I don't really know what that is. It's a very popular thing I've seen in culture, but I just don't know what it is because I don't actually have one. Um, what else? I saw Doja Cat released a new album with a featuring one song featuring the Weeknd. Very kind of crazy seeing that now. Um, and then I think what else does Doja Cat uh, is doing? I liked her album name, or Planet Her, Planet Her. Doja Cat has really evolved to a massive artist right now. It's very impressive. Man, I really put everybody on with Doja. I really did. Yeah. When I heard T and Tamara, that song, I said, this is the future. But yeah, Planet Her features with Jid, Ariana Grande, Young Thug. Interesting. Um, it was weird seeing The Weeknd not in his little his red suit in the music video. He's just normal bearded guy. I was like, wow, this is a different look. I'm just used to him in that little after hours red suit. Mm, what else? I don't know what DaBaby's doing, but he's got something planned. I can tell because he's released 2 singles in the last 2 weeks. Has it been 2 straight singles, 2 weeks? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he's got something planned for sure. I know it. DaBaby is very aggressive with his album rollouts. I think even Ed Sheeran released something. Kind of a big day this year, or a big day in music right now. Bad Habits. Not an Ed Sheeran fan, but I mean, I get it. I get the appeal. Um, my first memory of Ed Sheeran, I think like in sophomore year of high school. What was that 2012? Yeah, 2012. This girl I really liked. It was like it didn't have like this girl I really liked was obsessed with Ed Sheeran. I had no clue who this guy was, but I was like, I gotta listen now. So I like listened to like the like latest song, and then like that next day at school, I was like, yo, like what? I think his song. What's the song I actually liked? The 18. And I was like, yo, that 18 song's good. I very clearly remember that. That's why I like Ed Sheeran first memory of just life. Um, let's see. It's the 25th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, the first album by Jay-Z. That's always kind of a that's very historic because like Jay-Z started so late in his career. It's one of the things that I really love about him, like how he started late at 27 and he's still relevant. He wasn't like one of these young dudes starting at 18, 19, 20, like with his actual first record label album. Especially back in the day, being independent and being successful, that was unheard of. Like, sure, Jay-Z now at 19 would have put something out. Very easy to do. But back in the 90s, very difficult to be famous under no label. So, yeah, it was and just to make his own label with his friends, very impressive. Um, yeah, so 25th anniversary of that. Hey, what was up? That's about it, y'all. I think Ski Mask, the Slump God released something, an album. He kind of fell off a little bit, not much, but he didn't evolve. That's the thing with Ski Mask. He didn't really evolve. He's still great, but he hasn't evolved, and he hasn't really released much. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. So what else? I feel like a lot of new music now. Doja. Oh, Logic. Ill. Um, Ski Mask. Big Sean. Freshman 10 freestyle. Did he release a freestyle? Freshman. Was it his like double XL list or something? It's weird. Yeah, that's about it. That is about it. All right, y'all. Shout out song of the week. Song of the week right now. Um, Organic Respect by Larry June. No. I don't want to do that. I already shouted. Okay, whatever. I'll shout it out again. I'm sure I'll put a Tyler song next episode. But Organic Respect by Larry June. The past couple weeks I've been kind of on Larry June music because Larry June is like I described this a couple weeks ago. He's like an aesthetic rapper that he listens to, and I've been kind of like going to the gym, and he's like a healthy rapper. Like he kind of preaches a lot of positive messages. It's corny here and there, but like it's nice, it's fun, it's refreshing. So shout out that song. All right, shout outs. Shout out Fort Worth. They got a really nice drive in it. No, they do. But Fort Worth is a very underrated city, and I think that's what makes Dallas even better. Whew, deep. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace. Shi-Fi.